All right, I want to talk about a little Atlas strategy I like to do that has gotten even better in this new league. As it goes on, you end up with a lot of T14 maps. You don't really know what to do with them because you don't really want to run them. You want to run your T16s. So your T14s just kind of sit there. So what I like to do is just run through them real quick and hit the boss and then exit. And with this new Maven node, you get a chance to summon additional bosses. Plus you get a lot of other benefits from boss drops. So you focus on boss bonuses that will apply to the map boss. And then you just blast through those maps super quickly. And then you grab these shrine nodes and you just try to quickly run through the maps, grabs the shrines, run, kill the boss, teleport out, rinse, and repeat. And you just run them as quickly as possible and as carefree as possible. And I got all these right here because each one of these has a little bonus for when you kill the map boss. So you get a chance to get other stuff. And what that's going to do is that's going to pump up these maps. As you see, I already have a bunch. I did a little bit of this last night for about an hour, and it just drops a ton of these. So you end up loaded with all of that and all of that. And I would use the strategy of increasing the pack size with this guy, but I don't have enough Maven invitations. So I have to keep these all alive here so you can get more Maven invitations, because those Maven invitations actually don't drop that much for me. I'm usually barely at one Maven invitation by the time Maven's ready. And so that's why I don't do the increased pack size thing. So let's just grab all of my T14 maps, and I'm just going to run them all. I'm not even going to look at them. I don't think there's any node at T16 that's going to really give me any hassles with this build, so I don't need to read them. Let me see. So I'm also running a lower damage setup on my Reeve. I've increased area of effect and pulverize just so my swings are bigger as I'm running through. And multi-strike, if my attack speed's too slow, multi-strike takes a little bit longer, and usually you get like the first or second hit. You don't get that big third hit a lot of the time. So it's kind of nice to turn that. Oh, my Maven's already full. All right, well, I have to start it with a Maven fight. Stuff. I'll just fight the Maven with my current setup. See, I'm only at 2 of these bad boys. Hell yeah, I get my Vol Reeve going. Oh, I also might want to cast my auras. Oh, whoops. I looked away to cast my auras and I got. Man, one of those guys hurts. This isn't really designed with the defenses for bossing in mind. And I have all my increased AoE gear on. And on top of that, doing this strategy, you get all this reward here too. Alright, now we can start the video. I should just restart the video so you don't have to see that, but oh well. Let's fire it through and do some of these weak ass T14s. Put it on the Maven. And I'm a pretty slow player. I don't rush through things, but I'm going to try to be fast if I remember to be fast. And I'll kill packs when they get in my way, but I'm not going to go out of my way to go to packs. I will go out of my way to get some fusings. And shrines. Excellent shrine. There's another shrine over here. I also don't have many of the map layouts fully memorized. Basically making excuses for my shitty play. Instead of just saying I don't play this game well. Which I guess I did just say. And when you get to the boss, there's other bosses. So you got a Minotaur map. And that's it. Either way, I got a Minotaur map from a T14 that would have just sat in my inventory. And this is also kind of pointless because you can do this exact same thing with the T16s. And it's not that big of a deal. You just leave your T14s alone. But if you just happen to be low on T16 maps, like I'm not like jacked on T16 maps. And if we take a look at my T16s, I got like 4 there. But there's a bunch of ones. Got a 5 strand because I put that as my favorite. But I'm not jacked and I'm not loaded in T16s. This is a really good strategy for when you're not flooded with T16 maps and you just get into T16 maps and you have all of your watchstones unlocked. Because once you get all your watchstones unlocked, then you can start getting T16s of every map. And then it's a little more beneficial to run these T14s to try to get T16s of maps you may like. There's also a pretty good strategy not to rush with 14s, just to do regular T16s with. It's just an overall pretty good mapping strategy. You can modify it away from Delirium, which I currently have, and put it to whatever else you want. But I think Delirium works where you trigger the Delirium, you rush through, and hopefully you get the boss fight with Delirium on it too. I got a minute with this movement speed jewel, so hopefully I can find the boss in the required time. Really should switch this to a jug. I mean a berserker from this jug. And just do monster damage. I didn't make it in time. Get a lot of delirium orbs from this too. And I got some big hits on essence. Well, who's the second boss? Maybe you don't always get a choice for the second boss? Or it's a collie. The spider. I don't think I got a second boss. Oh well. Or I killed it so fast I didn't drop anything. Oh, I did a duplicate map. Has to be a unique Maven witness to get the multiple bosses. So you probably want to order it so you're not running the same map every time. I'll just go re-put them in the stash and not keep them in my thing so I can see which ones need the Maven bonus. I'm dumb sometimes. Well, that's a thick boy. That's a tanky boy. If I want to get real crazy, I can just 6-link my blade flurry. There's a shrine there. I think that's a Covenant shrine. I saw 7% live. That was enough for me to pick it up. Long map. Long ass map. Am I reading that right? Yeah, he must not have witnessed that. One boss, two boss, three boss. I like this build quite a bit. Reeve is probably my favorite attack skill. I don't know if I hate that you could barely see it attacking or if I like it because it's like sneaky. I think I hate it. Wish it looked a little different, but I think if I made it look too much different, it would cause too much visual clarity problems. I guess I could buy the MTX, but I think the MTX just turns it red. It's not that much better. I think it should be like silver. Or white. White would be pretty cool, and it left a little ring at the end of the range, because when you try to find like how far you're actually hitting with it, it's kind of hard to tell your exact distance, but if it left like a white wisp at the very edge, leaving a little ring to show your range, so you can get used to how far you throw it. That'd be pretty cool. Reeve actually feels pretty good with a little bit of slower attack speed. Gives it a little bit of a weight to it. Because when you normally play Reeve, your attack speed is insane, so you're not even feeling the attacks happen. And obviously that's just for like a tactile thing. Gameplay-wise, it's much better to not feel your attacks happen. It's an odd statement to say, but as you're running through maps, you can kind of play it two different ways. One where your mind just completely turns off and you're just going from point A to point B. Or the second option where you have a little bit of feedback in your running. That's what that little stop and that little slower attack gives it a little bit more feedback. I think that's a big key to what made Dark Souls successful, because there's several action games. Games like Nier Automata, they don't really have a feedback very much for the attacks. The attack happens and it's just so fast and instant. But when you slow your attack speed down, it almost feels like a little bit more feedback, like it's a real attack. So if you like faster games like Ninja Gaiden or Nier Automata versus slower games like Dark Souls, you probably want very fast attack speed if you're a Nier Automata fan, or a Ninja Gaiden. I haven't played a Devil May Cry. I don't know how fast that is, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty quick. You probably like fast attack speed. I don't even know if I killed the boss. I think I did. I didn't remember who the second boss was. I need to get like an overlay that's a stopwatch. So I can hit start up here and I'll start a little timer. Well, that'd be nice if it had a map timer. Like how long you've been in the map. You can toggle on and off and it just like up at the top right corner. And start timing your maps. And you get it pretty nutty, you can have it like send an alert at 5 minutes. So it's like, you've been in this map too long. And if you wanted to get really, really crazy, you can tie the map time to the music speed. So it could be like Mario when you're running out of time and all the music speeds up. Have your music just slowly start to speed up in tempo as you're running through the map. Building a false sense of urgency. But that's crazy talk. Oh yeah, this boss has a wait time. No, it doesn't. No other boss again. Oh, there's the other bosses. They just didn't spawn yet. See, I'm getting a ton of these maps. So it's a really, really effective strategy. I forgot I was doing an Atlas strategy video this whole time. Invitations, so 2 of these and an invitation. I wonder what these are even going for, if you can even try to sell them. Oh, wow. Look at that. If you would actually sold this map, 35C just for that map, and you're getting those all day long. And just imagine doing your own build. Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Just imagine doing your own build and being much faster than I am doing this strategy. If you got a really fast build, you just blast through these, get those rewards. I'm not even using a movement speed blast. Seems like a mistake. Oh, my Reeve's level 19 now. Oh shit, something killed me. I was trying to look at my Vol Reeve count. And then I got motored. I mean, I might as well enter it. Let me in it. Okay, I shouldn't have entered it. Jeez. Yeah, that's why I didn't go in there. I shouldn't have opened them. It takes too long. In a T16 map, yeah, it's not worth it. Just leave them dead. It's kind of hard to leave them. You see them and you just want to go inside. Oh, I'm at the boss. think I've gotten... Oh, whoa. I might have forgot the delirium on the last map, too. That's one downside of the strat, is you might forget to cancel your delirium if it's too long. And this will be the last map I run. I'm mostly through with them. You see how the strat works. I mean, there's probably nobody left. First little bit was the main part of the video. This was just kind of to demo it. It's one thing to talk about a map strategy. It's another thing to see it in work, in practice. Oh, I got boomed. I got boomed. It might have a dangerous modifier on it. Oh no, it's just a blue one. Just happened to get, probably got crit against. Because crit hits against me are lucky. Playing Reeve kind of feels like you're playing a street sweeper. Got these dirty streets and you're just sweeping them up. Street Sweeper Simulator 2023. Got a delirium boss, bunch of extra bosses. This was pretty fucking cool. I wonder if it killed him or if delirium vanished. Guess we'll see when the reward happens. I'm getting like 46 a stack. I'll have a ton of these. I'm gonna get so rich. I mean, how many, what does these sell for now? 65 chaos? I'm gonna get so rich. I'm gonna get so rich. Like 5 hours of this, I'm gonna be a wealthy, wealthy man. Alright, that's the Atlas strategy. I'll cover it again if there's any, in case there's anyone still here. You basically grab this node, this node, this node, and that node. And you want to try to up your quantity, your rarity, and then whatever else you like. Shrines are cool because you can grab them as you're blasting through them super quick. And I also like delirium because, you know, it adds the delirium fog and you can trigger it. And the delirium might pump up, I'm pretty sure it pumps up the bosses. And then you might be getting triple bosses and then pump those triple bosses up with delirium. I like it a lot. I think it's very, very good. I give this Destructive Play an S. It's solid node.